Secondary proofs of Scripture's authority, its wisdom and truth. Unless we have a higher and firmer certainty than any human judgment can provide, there is no point proving the authority of Scripture by rational argument. It cannot be established on the basis of the Church's consent, nor can it be confirmed by other evidence. For if this foundation is not first laid, it is bound to remain in abeyance. Once, however, we obediently accept Scripture as we should, and place it beyond all doubt, the reasons which before were not strong enough to impart certainty to our hearts will now appear as valuable aids. It is hard to describe the confirmation we receive when we carefully consider how well God has there arranged and laid out the working of his wisdom, when we realize how heavenly is the doctrine which it everywhere displays, containing nothing earthly, and how well matched are all its parts, together with other factors which give authority to written texts. Further encouragement is given us when we reflect that it is the splendor of its content, rather than the elegance of its words, which fills us with such wonder. It was indeed no accident of providence that God handed down to us the lofty secrets of his heavenly kingdom in mean, unvarnished words. Otherwise, had they been filled and enriched by the arts of eloquence, the wicked would have sneered that that was where Scripture's entire power lay. As it is, since such rough and almost rustic plainness moves us to greater reverence than all the fluency of the world's great rhetoricians, must we not judge that Scripture contains such a power of truth that it does not need any verbal artifice? That is why the Apostle rightly argues that the faith of the Corinthians rested not on human wisdom, but on the power of God, since his preaching among them had not been in persuasive words of man's wisdom, but was approved by manifestations of the Spirit and of power. Truth is exempt from all doubt. It needs no other helps, but is perfectly sufficient to sustain itself. How peculiar this power is to Scripture is shown by the fact that of all human writings there is none, however polished and adorned, which has such force to move us. When we read Demosthenes or Cicero, Plato, Aristotle, or others of that class, I confess that in a wonderful way they will attract, charm, and impress us, captivating our very minds. But if we pass from them to the reading of the Holy Scriptures, they will, whether we like it or not, so transfix us, so cut us to the quick, and lodge so deeply within us that all the might of the rhetoricians and philosophers will be, in comparison with their power, mere smoke. From this, it is easy to see that the Holy Scriptures have a certain godlike quality of arousing men, because they far outstrip the finest gifts of human effort.